Gold guns first appeared in Call of Duty 4 for a handful of weapons, but the first gold that was officially used as a camo in COD multiplayer was the original Black Ops. Getting gold was a huge grind, and since then, it's become an expected part of the series. I know, there's a bunch of mastery camos above the gold camo, but gold is still an iconic part of the franchise and its history. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. Today, we're not only going to take a look at every single version of gold camo in Call of Duty history, but we're also going to be ranking them from worst to best. And before anyone asks, COD 4 won't be on this list because technically the gold guns in the game weren't camos. Also, Modern Warfare 3 2023 won't be on the list either, since there's not an actual gold camo in the game. Yes, there's plenty of mastery camos, but none of them are actually called gold. So it would be unfair to compare them to other gold camos in COD history. If all that sounds fair, let's get into it. Let me know what these gold camos rank for you. Which one's your favorite? Drop a like on the video. And at number 15, dead last, Ghosts. Let's get the obvious one out of the way. Ghost was not a very well-received game, and the lackluster gold camo didn't help the rep. Gold in COD Ghost just looked muddy. It was underwhelming. A lot of people didn't even use it once they unlocked it. I once heard someone say the Ghost gold camo looked like melted butter. I agree with that, but that's also not necessarily a good thing. Gold camo should look awesome. It should feel like a great accomplishment in your hands after you unlock it, and if you unlock gold camo and you don't want to use it and you feel like you're holding melted butter, that's a serious problem. At number 14, Vanguard. Am I the only one that thought gold camo and Vanguard just looked like yellow paint with some shiner? I mean, I'll just say it. This gold camo wasn't very good. It kind of sucked. I know I've been pretty harsh to Vanguard on the channel, and I've been really trying to ease back because I know a lot of you watching my videos have a soft spot for the game. But can we all agree the fact that gold camo is super underwhelming? I mean, look at this gameplay of gold camo you see on the screen. Can you honestly tell me it was worthwhile as a reward for grinding all the way to get it? I don't think so. Before we move on, guys, if you get anything from G2A.com, use code CHAOS. Get some cash back. The link is in the description. At number 13, Infinite Warfare. Never a huge fan of this gold camo, mainly because it didn't do much to stand out from that bland color palette of Infinite Warfare as a whole. The camo on its own, pretty, super shiny. It's good. But when you actually started playing with it, sometimes it was easy to forget you were even using gold camo with how little color stood out from the maps and the character models. Gold camo should pop off your screen. And Infinite Warfare's gold did not pop. It was better than other gold camos we've talked about, but not by much. At number 12, Modern Warfare 2019. On one hand, I respect Infinity Ward trying to do something different with the gold camo. On the other hand, it was underwhelming. Didn't shine much. The squiggly lines made it kind of goofy, not very epic. And the camo didn't even cover the entire gun in a lot of cases. On top of all that, gold camo was a huge grind in the game. So the fact that it wasn't all that great to look at just made it feel even more lame. I'm not actually sure if this is a hot take or not, but I'll find out as soon as this video goes up. At number 11, Advanced Warfare. I'm split. Personally, I like the gold camo in AW. It kind of looked chipped in certain places, like the gun had been worn a bit, battle-worn if you will, and it was cool. On the other hand, the camo itself wasn't all that shiny in Advanced Warfare. On certain weapons, it didn't even look gold. It's not a bad gold, it's just certainly one of the lower tiers. I wouldn't say it's the worst. I don't think it's anybody's favorite. At number 10, Modern Warfare Remastered. You probably noticed that Call of Duty 4 wasn't anywhere on this list, and that's because the original COD 4 didn't have gold camo, like I said at the beginning of the video. Instead, there were separate gold versions of a handful of weapons. But MWR reminded us that there is gold, and they did proper gold camos to every gun in the game. I think Raven did good. MWR's gold camo is simple, but it's rewarding. Super shiny, maintains the original spirit of COD 4's gold guns, while also some of the traditional gold elements of the camo in later games. Not only did the gold camo fit perfectly in the game, I think it's one of the best versions of gold camo. I mean, I know it's at number 10, but there's a lot of good gold camo, so stick with me. At number 9, Black Ops 4. Some people thought this gold camo looked a little blocky, like a carved up piece of cheese. I get it, I see it, but I don't think it's a bad thing because Black Ops 4 was a much more colorful and cartoonish game overall, so I think the gold camo fit. It was much more uniform than other versions of gold, didn't have as much of a reflection to it, but still definitely looked like your gun was coated in gold. And that's what you were there for. I liked it. Not my favorite, but it was good. At number 8. Oh my gosh, Jimmy's putting Cod Mobile on a list. Here we go. Cod Mobile. I honestly forgot this game had a gold camo, but looking at the footage, it's pretty sweet. Pretty basic, not too shiny, which is probably a result of running it on mobile devices instead of being rendered on a proper console or PC, but whatever. Clearly been influenced by the classic Black Ops 1 and 2 gold camo. Does a great job of adding some flair to the weapon. I'm a fan. The limitations on the hardware, keeping it from getting a higher spot, is not a bad thing. It's solid. At number 7, Black Ops 3. This was kind of a nice middle ground between the Black Ops 1 and the Black Ops 2 gold camos. 3's gold camo is basically just the Black Ops 2 gold camo, but a bit more shiny. And that's kind of what I liked. I like shiny. I mean, pretty crucial aspect, the reflections, which it was missing, but that's okay. Great color. Definitely a shiny addition to your weapon. But the light didn't pop off the camo in Black Ops 3 like it did in the other Black Ops games, so it got a few points knocked off. At number 6, Black Ops 6. Now, I know Black Ops 6 isn't even out yet, but Treyarch did show the gold camo during their COD presentation, so we got to look at it, and I think this version is fire. Nice callback to the Black Ops 2 gold design. Still looks unique in its own right with the shading. There's also always a chance that Treyarch tweaks the camo before the full launch game, but I don't want them to tweak it too much. It looks good. Now we've arrived at the top 5. Modern Warfare 3. I've always loved this gold camo. Some gold camos look like your gun is covered in gold plating, but then there's gold camos like this one where it looks like your gun was literally carved out of gold. The entire thing is gold, front to back, shines like crazy. Despite Modern Warfare 3 having a pretty great color palette, the gold camo popped. The only downside was that the shininess sometimes made certain guns harder to aim when using the iron sights, which was a classic example of suffering from success. It's super nostalgic. Solid place. At number 4, Black Ops 2. When developing the gold camo for BO2, Treyarch seemed to take Black Ops 1 gold and smooth it out a little bit to make it fit with the futuristic setting. Wasn't quite as shiny or bright as Black Ops 1's version, but it kept the idea of making certain parts of the gun black to give it clash and dimension. With the more futuristic design of the guns in Black Ops 2, this scaled-back version of gold camo, it actually worked really well. Became a fan favorite. Not too flashy, but still extremely rewarding to unlock. Ton of fun to show off online once you unlocked it. At number 3, Modern Warfare 2 2022. You know, despite how much crap I talk about this game, this gold camo was good. It reminds me of classic Modern Warfare 3 in the sense that it made the whole gun look like it was carved out of gold. In fact, this is probably going to be a really hot take. I actually think this is better than the classic Modern Warfare 3's gold, due to the improvements in the lighting and the gun models. It just made the gold camo pop a lot more, and even though the game itself wasn't the greatest, definitely something special about loading into a match with this gold camo and seeing it shine on your screen. At number 2 today, Black Ops Cold War. Cold War had a very faithful recreation of the original Black Ops gold camo, and it looked incredible, especially if you were playing on PC with high-end specs that could take full advantage of all the reflections and glimmers. The color, great. The bits of black on the certain guns made it feel like a real weapon instead of just a trophy you were running around the battlefield with. And if it weren't for the nostalgia associated with the classic Call of Duty era, probably would have been number 1. That being said, you probably figured out number 1 because I've mentioned it multiple times. At number 1 today, the best gold camo, hands down, no argument, Black Ops. It's perfect. Not only is the shine amazing, but the color is perfect, the reflection is perfect, and Treyarch had the genius idea to make certain hardware parts of the gun black instead of having the gold camo cover the entire thing, which gave it some extra personality and dimension. It was Treyarch's first gold camo, and frankly, they knocked it out of the park. I think it's the best gold camo in COD history. Literally everything about the Black Ops 1 gold camo is flawless. There's a reason why it became the blueprint for the rest of the Call of Duty franchise when it comes to gold camos. There you go. Let me know where I got it right. Let me know where I got it wrong, and I'll see you soon.